Hey guys, thank you for stopping by. My name is Hollabec, and today is officially the first day of spring, and that means that I have a brand new list of treasures for you guys. Alright guys, so there are 1,000,001 of these videos, so for my faithful few, you guys know I like to start with my beauty products, so I have 2 for you guys today. So I'm going to start with the one that I don't think I'm going to get judged on, and that would be the Green Clean from the brand Farmacy. This is sort of a cream cleanser of sorts, but as soon as it hits your face, it melts down any makeup, any impurities. It is honestly magic. The very first time I used it, I was just speechless. I had no words. It was so amazing. It worked so well. I've never used anything like it before. Typically, I use makeup removing wipes, which I've shared a few brands with you guys before in the past, but this is so much better than those. It cleans makeup so much better. It feels natural. There's no waste afterwards. It is just an overall amazing product, and I'm so happy that I discovered it. One of the most insignificant things I like about it is the smell, because it smells like key lime pie, which is one of my favorite desserts. So like, the fact that I get to smear it all over my face just makes me so happy. The next beauty product I'm probably gonna get crap for, and let me explain why. So first of all, for those who don't know, I am 27, I'm gonna be 28 in less than a month now. So 30 is creeping up on me, and I may or may not be freaking out a little bit. But part of that freak out process that may or may not exist, I'm starting to realize how important it is to take care of my skin. So I've noticed overall that I've been getting more lines that never used to exist. And another thing that I've always struggled with, of course, is my freckles. So I started recently using a new product that I think is technically meant for older women, but since I started using it, I've noticed incredible improvement, like you would not believe. So I don't care. I haven't had issues. I've had nothing but good things. So the product is Anew Ultimate Nighttime Cream. So I think it's actually even marketed to older women, but I don't see anywhere on there an age limit, okay? So at the end of the night, after I take my makeup off and cleanse my face, I'll put a little bit of this cream all over, you know, cheeks, forehead, chin, nose, and I'll rub it in, and it just, I feel like I wake up so much more radiant. I feel like my freckles overall have faded very softly. It is quite miraculous, and I can totally understand why this would be for like older women who are trying to get rid of different wrinkles or like age spots. Like, this would be an amazing cream for that. But even at my age, I've noticed significant differences. So I feel like this would be a really good cream if you got some aging going on and you're trying to look a little better. Now, I didn't have any snacks or drinks this time around, which I think is very sad. There was one thing, but I think I'm gonna save it for summer because it's more of a summer treat, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, guys, I think let's jump into multimedia items. So the first item is going to be a video game, of course, because I have no life. They are my life. And it's actually a game for the Nintendo Switch that came out over a year ago now, and that is Super Mario Odyssey. Now, I finally picked this up. Actually, I think it was an anniversary gift because Jordan knows me, and that's how he shows his love, which is good on him. But the best way I know how to describe this game is it is very nostalgic. It just made me feel like a kid again in my room playing Super Mario 64. So I feel like it really went back to its roots, and like, there's so much to it. There are so many worlds to explore, and within those worlds there are so many power moons that you can find in just like the most cutest, cleverest ways, and like the challenges are all over the place. Some are super easy, some are super hard. It is a great game that will keep you busy for a very long time. And finally, guys, that leads to TV shows. So I have 3 of them, and all 3 can be found on Netflix. So the very first one is one that Jordan and I pretty much binge watched the entire first season, and that is Designated Survivor. Now, I had actually heard about this show a while ago, and we finally picked it up. I saw it on Netflix, and I'm like, hey, you know, I've heard good things about it, so let's watch it. And I gotta say, guys, it is so good. It's a very addicting show, and it's just nice to see a good guy put into a position where he can actually do good. So the idea of a show is kind of based on an actual thing that America does, I guess, and that is a designated survivor. So among all of the world leaders, there's always one person that's set aside as the designated survivor, so in case anything terrible happens, there's still someone there to kind of lead our country when everyone else dies. So that's what happens. There's a terrorist attack, and so this guy who was never even supposed to be there but just happened to be the designated survivor that night ends up becoming leader of the entire country, and it's so fascinating seeing his struggle and his fight towards making a better America. It's a really good show, guys. It's very addicting, trust me. The next show is fairly new, and oh, it's so good. It's called The Umbrella Academy, and it is about these 7 kids. I mean 6 kids, but there's 7 kids altogether. If you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So these 6 kids have these magical superhuman powers, and they're adopted by this eccentric billionaire guy who essentially wants to make a superhero team out of them. And he does end up adopting a 7th child, but that child does not have any powers. It's just a very interesting concept of training up these superhumans to kind of save the world, and then like there's the other struggle of Vanya, who's the one without powers, and seeing how her mentality and her life turns out different than the others. It's a very clever and a very funny show. I really like the concept. It is kind of stereotypical in some ways, but then in other ways it's very unique and very special, and it's such a good show. I really enjoy it. I am so excited for the new season, and like this one just came out, so give it a shot, guys, if you like superhero movies and shows and other stuff. And finally, that leads to the last show, which I was very apprehensive about sharing. It is like brand new, like came out a couple days ago, I think. And it is very dark and gory, and there is a lot of nudity. The name of the show is Love, Death, Robots. And the best way I know how to describe it is it's basically Black Mirror, except it's animated. Each episode is a different story, and they're all like different lengths, so it just depends on the story that's been written. So some are like 8 minutes, others are like 18 minutes, and each story is like based around sci-fi kind of stuff, but otherwise they're all so very unique and different and beautiful, and they are wonderfully animated, wonderfully written. I feel like they're amazing stories. Some are kind of spooky, some are very humorous. I feel like some are very geared towards men. A lot are, actually. I mean, I'm a woman and I really enjoyed them. I feel like it really just depends on who you are as a person. I personally really liked it. Jordan and I like zipped right through them. It's very easy to get through them all very quickly just because they are kind of shorter little segments. But if you like kind of strange, supernatural, robotic, scary monsters, gory craziness, this would be a very interesting show for you to give a try. That is all I have to share with you guys today. Obviously, 3 more months, I'll have a new list of favorites for you guys. I've already started adding to it, and it's going to be very summery themed, so I hope you're excited for it. Otherwise, if you guys enjoyed this video, of course leave me a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments, what sort of things have you been enjoying lately? Any products or movies or TV shows, games? Let me know. I would love to hear about them. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And that being said, guys, I will see you the next time around.